So I think probably the biggest question that people ask me after all this, when people meet me and get to know who I am, they ask me a single question. They ask me, why are you a Republican? Now I get that question a lot, folks. I get it a lot. Based on the political climate in our nation right now, the makeup of our political parties, some 95 to 99% of black people in this country belong to the Democratic Party and walk in lockstep with the Democratic Party, even though it doesn't serve their best interests. So I get that question often. Why am I a Republican? So I'm going to tell you today why I am a Republican. And it's really quite simple. I am a Republican because I learned our true history. It's that simple. Some years ago, a friend of mine, my best friend, I count him as my best friend in the world. His name's Wayne Campbell. We were at my mother's house, and Rush Limbaugh came on television. And I made the flippant comment. Now, this was years ago. This was way back, maybe 1992. I made the flippant comment. I said, that guy's a racist. My friend looked at me and said, how do you know he's a racist? Do you know him? I said, well, no, everybody says the guy's a racist. He said, who is everybody? I said, everybody on television says he's a racist. He said, well, a lot of people on television say that all black people don't take care of their children, that all black people steal, that all black people are criminals. Do you believe them? Of course not. Well, how can you trust them when it comes to Rush Limbaugh? Have you ever read any of his books? No. Have you ever listened to his radio program? No. At this point, I'm getting really angry because he's making me look really foolish. So I decided to set out to prove him wrong. I went out and bought Rush Limbaugh's book. And I started reading it. And what I discovered in those moments, when I first read the book in the first few pages, not that Rush Limbaugh was a racist. I learned that I was Rush Limbaugh. I read in those pages everything that I'd always thought, even from an early age, about the way things should be, which oddly enough is the title of the book, The Way Things Should Be. All the things he was saying in that book, and suddenly I discovered I was conservative. I never knew how to put the way that I felt in the words. No one had ever told me what a conservative was. Nobody had ever explained it to me. And I'd never done any research on my own to find out. But in that moment, I found out that I was a conservative and a Republican. And that was the beginning of my political awakening.